Hey everyone, Colin once again, and welcome back to the finale review of Aharen, episode 12. And I gotta say, this show has never disappointed me, and how I rate this show even after this ending, is still 10 out of 10 for me, because this show has been absolutely fantastic. This year has been, for anime, has been really good, for me, with this, and My Dress Up Darling, and Spy Family, and a couple, Shikimori and Genius Princess Guide, right? But as far as romantic comedies go, this has been absolutely fantastic. I mean, which after this, I would like to see a second season, because one thing was really quick, why I think have a second season, because there was one character that I've never seen before in this whole entire show. Just skipping ahead at the end, right when Raidou's sister is walking down the street, and there's this girl that just walks past her, who I've never seen before, and who is she? So maybe there's a tease for a second season. Who knows? Because why would they show this girl who we've never seen before, who seems like to be like an upcoming new character, right? So that makes me wonder about a second season. But other than that, though, but the finale of this was absolutely great, and it had some drama to it, which they probably patched up in this episode, which is nice. And how it picked up because of Oshiro, because thinking that she's going to get revenge on Raidou, because she's like challenging him, right? But overall, because she's challenged to the forget that game you play though. But at the end of the day, she misunderstood for what she saw before, though, right? From when she was saw back at the camp, right? She misunderstood, and that's why she hasn't been around that much since, right? But after all that, her misunderstanding has been resolved, because she kind of had some feelings for Aharen, though. But at the end of the day, though, when Raidou and Aharen are together, you could say they finally confess to each other, Oshiro is happy that they're together. She is. So her misunderstood got it resolved, and she's happy for the two of them, which is nice. And even the two classmates who were childhood friends and were with our duo as well, along with Oshiro, they have been also pretty good side characters as well. They've been supportive. They're kind of like the supporting. Honestly, they're not a couple though, but I'm not saying cheerleader or something like that, because, well, yeah, like I said, because they've been the one been supporting the both of them. So I could say cheerleader. I could say they've also been really pretty good side characters as well. Because they've been watching them saying, because to make sure they're so good together, so they're making sure supporting each other, right? So they've been good side characters too. And to see how Aharen and Raidou, because ever since Aharen, she kind of confessed at the camp, she ended up with a kissing, and Raidou telling his feelings to her. And at the end, from the camp, right, where we saw because since the wind was blowing, we didn't hear their voices, but they kind of say that Raidou was telling his feelings to her, and then she ended up kissing him. And up until this point, right, where Aharen, which for the first time in this whole series, she smiles for the first time, legitimately, breaking her one emotional face to cracking a smile for once. So the first time we see her smile, which I thought was kind of that was nice to see. And then in both at the same time, Raidou and Aharen, they both say that they both like each other, and up to the point where our teacher, right, who's so obsessed with their love connection with these two, right? Which I like how they gave her one final big moment where she sees it, because their scene is so elegant or whatever, her mind just blew like a volcano. It shows, and she's just once again just bursting out blood, coughing out blood. Which that was still a fun moment too. So she got her moment in as well. And so everyone Ahiro invites everyone like to this tea house. All the side characters, the friends, and the teachers, because Aharen just wants to set this whole thing up because, ooh, all right, that she wanted to do this from the beginning. So she's bringing everybody together, and even point where she's taking where Raidou, her staring at these flowers, and even when they get a little minor argument, and Aharen makes a little pouty face, right? When you poof your face up, you make a pouty face, which that was cute as well. And he's like, "Oh, you." She tells him like, "Oh, you're real dense sometimes." It's like, what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. Immediately apologizing afterwards. So, and this just shows how these two are never gonna. They're never gonna split up. These two are always gonna be very fine together. They're gonna be together, which is a very happy ending, and I'm really glad for that. And how quickly shots of like what I said of this Raidou's sister, even the two kids like from Fubuta, the little girl that was competing with Aharen. She's with the boy. I forget the boy's name though, but she likes a lot. Even we saw Aharon's other two siblings as well, as which I would like to see. We're never going to see like Raidou's sister meeting with the other Aharon's siblings, which we never got to see. Interesting enough. And then, like, so far, Raidou's sister is walking down the street, and this one girl just walks past, which I've never seen before, which she seems to be, if there's a season 2, be like an upcoming new character, right? I wonder who she is, but maybe that's a tease for a second season, who knows? Or just threw that in there just for the sake of it, just to mess with us. But Aharen and Raidou's relationship throughout this whole series, is blooming from Aharen, who doesn't know nothing about depth perception or keeping distance, being such the quiet, silent girl, who never made friends, to meet until when she met Raidou this whole time, and it starts from being friends, and then ends up being now into a relationship now. And it was such a fun roller coaster ride, between these two characters, and just it really you can say blossomed, much like more. Like the teacher's light, when just seeing all that was so overpowering for her, she's just like ODing on her own blood, right? But yeah, Aharen was such a fantastic series to watch, and that's why I still say it's still a 10 out of 10. It's on. I would still put this is still at the same level as Spy Family, but the thing is though, Spy Family has been so fun to watch though. I think it's. Of this year, Spy Family, I still say Spy Family is still the best anime I've seen this year. But Aharen is... God, it's just hard for me to say because I love My Dress-Up Darling a lot. And I said from the beginning, I was like, this show was also 10 out of 10. It's like one, but when Aharen showed up, the more I keep watching, the more the episodes came, each one has became more better and better, though. That's hard for me to say, is Aharen better than My Dress-Up Darling? That's still a hard one, because they're both good romantic comedies of slice of life, too, as well. That's just hard for me to say, though. But they're both 10 out of 10s, and they're on their own special way. Like, the characters were like, so Raidou and Aharen, and then with Gojo and Marin. That's a hard one to say. But yeah. Aharen, and it's good that now they're in a relationship, they're holding hands, and she's hugging him. Really officially holding hands like a couple is. It's just been really great, and it was great for this finale. Now, maybe we'll get a second season. I would love to see a second season. But we'll have to wait and see that if they officially confirm it, though. But if not, I'm fine the way it is because no matter how it ends, these two are going to be perfectly fine. They're going to be together forever. They're not going to leave each other's side. But that's what I see, and that's what makes a difference. Aharen, the series. Is like I said, it's 10 out of 10. It's awesome. It's great. I love the show. So yeah, it was great. It was great watching this show. So now after this, I have 2 more series to conclude, which is Shikimori and Spy Family. But the thing is though, there's gonna be still more to come because by July, because there's a couple other ones, including the anticipated of Devil's a Part-Timer Season 2, which I've long waited for. I'm definitely going to be covering that as well. So yeah, there's still gonna be more series for me to cover. But anyway, but as for Ahiren, it was such a great show to watch. Eventually in the future, I'll gladly pick this up on Blu-ray and DVD, wherever it comes out, how it comes out in. I'll gladly purchase that as well. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my fun series of Ahiren. Hope you enjoyed it. And I gotta finish the other two. Well, Spy Family, the first half of Spy Family concludes this summer until later in the fall for the second half. And Shikimori too has to finish too. So, but it's coming out soon though. But yeah, but I hope you enjoyed my reviews for this series of Ahiren. Love the show. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next review of Spy Family and the next episode of Spy Family and Shikimori, and more still to come for Anime Month as well. Anyway, see y'all later.